other statesmen from 4 of the 6 geopolitical zones of the country under the aegis of Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum are criticizing the opposition People's Democratic Party, the PDP, for electing former Vice President Atiku Abubakar as its presidential candidate, describing the action as a brazen affront on the people of the South. Well, for more on this, Dr. Ben Ugwu, Special Advisor, Political Matter to Professor George Obiozo, who is the president of the Ugwu Social Cultural Group, Ohanaeze Ndigbo, joins us in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Ugwu.
Thank you.
There is a statement making the rounds, credited to the group. You had some very harsh words used there, that the region will not support the People's Democratic Party. This is not something we've not heard before. However, you seem to be debunking or distancing yourself from this statement circulating.
Thank you for the opportunity to make clear what actually is in the public domain. That statement is not from Ohanaeze Ndigbo, and I have it under solid authorities to debunk such. Atiku is like a son and a friend and in-law to the Southeast. We, the Southeast, are open to any negotiation that will better. We are fighting a lot of security challenges in our region. So such comments cannot actually be coming out from the apex body. We are friendly. We are not aggressive to our people, to our in-laws and friends. And the young man who gave that statement, Mazi Okichukwu, actually is impersonating the Ohaneze Ndigbo, is actually not to be taken serious, and is actually not to be, I think he should be arrested, you know, because that statement actually is not from the authentic body, the Ohaneze Ndigbo.
What does the authentic Ohaneze Ndigbo, say about the emergence of Atiku Abubakar? What exactly is the position of Ohaneze Ndigbo?
We're still waiting for all parties to bring out their presidential candidates. Right. You know, we are also on the negotiation table to see what is in for the Southeast. Obi has just emerged as a flag bearer in Labour Party. We're also expecting the same to be applicable to the APC, be it as it may, whatever it is. We will come back on the round table to discuss the way forward. We expect, you know, normally that it should accord us, the Southeast people, the seat of the vice president, if Atiku thinks is, should be thinking that way. I think he should think Southeast. And if the APC, before Saturday and Sunday should be rounding up their presidential election, they also should be thinking Southeast.
In the face of, Southeast, Ohaneze Ndigbo, Middle Belt Forum, Ohaneze youth have actually warned all Southeast politicians not to even think or imagine settling for second best in the position of VP. Are you saying that if it comes to that the Southeast, at the end of the day, would settle for vice president?
As it were today, we are still hopeful that the APC would actually microzone the presidential ticket to the Southeast, and whatever the result may be on Sunday / Monday, who would come to the negotiation table to iron out things. We are one Nigeria, and we believe that we should look at. I want to believe the Southeast will. I am not in the place of the President General to give such strong statement, but he should be the one to.
All right, but we'll need clarity. I just want to know, because you are actually threatened that there will be dire consequences should the PDP jettison or abandon the zoning arrangement, and they have done just that.
It has happened, of course.
So is Ohaneze Ndigbo now saying we will still come to the negotiating table, or we will carry out that threat of dire consequences?
Let me just put it out here. I want to believe there should be, or there is, an agreement between the Igbos, and like I said before, Atiku is a son and a friend and an in-law to the Southeast. I want to believe we will come back to the negotiation table and negotiate and mediate who should vice Atiku. It's not by speculation, it's not by permutation, saying the governors or the Southeast has a say in this project. We are more in the PDP, we're also more in the APC. So be it as it may, we would have our say. And I want to assure you that if the man Atiku is also being calculative as well. and the vice presidency may actually go to the southeast.
Should the APC also jettison zoning and throw it open and a northern candidate emerge, what would Ohanaeze Ndigbo do?
Anyway, we are looking at the APC Saturday, Sunday to produce. We have our sons there. We have Nwajuba, we have Uboneono, we have Ken Namani. We have a lot of them, Amechi, and the rest of them who are running in the platform of the APC. So we are still waiting to see what the results will look like on Sunday morning. Then after them, we'll go in and have our resolutions. And come
there are indications based on what we've been, what's been coming out in the last 24 hours or so, since Atiku Abubakar became the flag bearer of the PDP, that the chances are that he may look towards the south-south, look towards Delta State. The governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, Udom Emmanuel seems to be on that ticket too. It's also south-south. Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, also south-south, could be a possibility. Yes, we've heard, well, it's likely that Pius Anyim could also be considered. In the event that the south-south emerges, especially in the person of Ifeanyi Okowa, would that assuage the southeast? Since Ifeanyi Okowa comes, Ifeanyi is an Igbo name to start with.
Ohaneze is a 7th state, including Delta State. But we will come to the bridge, and when we get to the bridge, rather, we will cross it. And I also want to believe that both aspirants, whoever may emerge from APC, just as we have in the PDP, will have to visit the southeast. We are not a push-away zone. We have whatever it takes. We have our candidates, we have our sons and daughters who will actually do as vice president. And I want to put it very clear that we are not threatening any candidate. We are friendly. We are open to working together, with any political candidate that emerges in both parties. Be that we are recognized, as what is due us.
That's interesting, because the Southeast originally has been a PDP stronghold.
Yeah.
So to hear that you are open to working with the opposition for the region, which would be the ruling party, the APC this time around, looks like you're carrying out a threat to work against the PDP. But we'll have to leave the conversation there.
Dr. Ben Ugwu, political advisor to George Obiozor, that's the President General of Ohaneze Ndigbo.